All right, welcome to PreciseAlgorithmTrading.com. This is time for our Wednesday market review. It is Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Um, and let's dive right in here and talk about our automated trading systems, which the Dow futures here, the YM, has been going really well lately, so that's awesome. Green dots are new equity peaks. This is the results of our trading, not obviously not it's not a line chart of the index or anything like that. This is literally the last 6 months of trading and going from zero to whatever your equity would be. So you can't obviously start with zero because you have to be able to take the dips. So every account will be different. This is based on three, which shows up here, contracts in play. That same equity could be made, or I should say, the same curve could be made only with one contract or 10 contracts. It'd just be, multiple of this. So, and it would be relative. All right, here is 221. So, oh, that's interesting. So, really, the tear here lately has been the good move has been all the way up till today, and then today was a little get back. So, one negative trade. The Russell, so this is since 10/20 of 22. We just have more data here, and it's been, I mean, it's still going up, but generally speaking, it's a little back and forth lately. So here's today's trade, one positive trade. And then the NASDAQ, which I thought was taken back off again in this leg up, has taken one more leg down. So, and today's trades, there's a bunch of them. It's a mixed deal, more losers than winners as far as value goes, but um, yeah, it even looks like five losers and three winners, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. So that's the automated trading. Flip over to manual systems, and this is the S&P 500. This is, I don't want to get too confused here. That is tomorrow's candle showing up, the up move. Today's candle on the S&P 500 was actually down. I mean, it was an up candle, but it was actually lower. Well, no, it wasn't either. And it ended up being a little positive, up 0.13%, which is, it was down most of the day. Um, the Dow Jones Industrials rose 48.4 points today, and the Russell was down. So there you see the Russell pulled back a little bit, and it's right at the 30 period moving average. I've actually got the Russell drawn, I think, better on the futures chart with the flag, or the with this channel that was in play for a little while. And now I think we'll see if we're going to go up from here. It looks like we should. And the overnight action here, it looks pretty bullish. And I don't know if everything is based on Nvidia's earnings, but I know Nvidia released earnings right after the close today. The transports today, what they do? It looks like they were up. I guess they were. It's just been such a little brutal pullback here lately. Oil today was up, USO, and again, I've got this line drawn on here just to project where I think price should go based on a little mini head and shoulders pattern. I had inverted head and shoulders pattern that showed up over here on the hourly chart. So I was testing to see how that goes and how long it takes to get there. And so far so good. Let's look at the actual oil futures contract. It's not quite as bullish as the USO, but this is a rounded bottom pattern, or sure appears to be. And let's look at gold. Which had a buy signal yesterday and a pullback today. So that's pretty common to get when that type of thing happens. Yeah, just for fun, I'm going to flip this to a 15-minute chart. And that shows the overnight action that's highlighted there. And we're going to put in, there's the Russell 2000. Here's NVIDIA. And you can see the action after the market closed when they released earnings. So that appears to be good earnings and a good conference call afterwards. And we'll see where it goes from here. And just see what else is playing along. So it looks like Apple's up over because, or also. And then Google, let's see what it did. Just wondering what else has earnings. So Google looks like it's up. Microsoft, I believe, is also up. It's probably the strongest stock in the market right now. Let's see what Tesla's going to do. It's rising, but not near as much as the others. Tesla coming out of, I believe, bottoming situation here. So, and the long-term, or if we flip to a weekly chart, it's also down. So Tesla is something I want to stay away from for a little while until they get whatever's plaguing them worked out. And that's it for me and well, let's look at BITO real quick for Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin Strategy ETF. Coinbase had earnings and popped up, but now it's pulled back quite a bit. And yeah, I think that's good enough for tonight. Go over here and let's look at the bullish percent indexes. So the Dow rolled over a little bit, minus 4%. The NYA, minus 1.35%. The transports rolled over to a column of O's and put in a new point and figure sell signal. When this new column of O's exceeds the previous column of O's to the downside, that is a point and figure sell signal. That's after we got a point and figure, not a point and figure buy signal. We were on a point and figure buy signal, and we did roll over to a new column of X's just recently. So that's a pretty brutal rollover there. The NASDAQ down 0.97%. The S&P down 2.8%. The OEX down 1.64%. The NDX tacked on 2 new O's today and went down 6.45%. And it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, because I think this, well, we'll watch what's happening under the hood, but it sure looks like the overall market's going to potentially pop. And let's look at the VIX, since I want to make sure we're watching that. So we get this Bollinger Band squeeze that went on here, and that's also what these pink dots mean down here, for what it's worth. So we popped outside of the Bollinger Bands, and now we've popped back inside. So I still think we're in for something bigger. It doesn't have to be crazy. It could be just like this, but then later on we can get a echo effect, something like this. So we'll see what happens next, but we'll keep watching it. I'd say Nvidia earnings might just be enough to prop that market back up again for at least a short term. So that's what I got for tonight. Take care, guys.